welcome to all of you. Mike Cavalli here, and of course with me will be my dear sister Jeanne and your sister as well. And I hope you all had a wonderful Easter. You know, Easter is that time of year. It's a bit like that Christmas energy, isn't it? Especially for Easter Sunday, where everyone calms down just a little bit, you know. Especially here in Austria, where it purports to be a Christian country, and you know, the shops are shut. Um, well, generally on a Sunday they're shut. Easter Monday they're shut. You know, it's not like in the USA or England you can just carry on shopping 24/7. Here in Austria things close, and I think this is a good thing because it gives people a chance to relax. It gives people a chance to be with their families if they choose to be with their families, or just have time out for themselves. In other words, you know, to switch off. It gives you an opportunity to gather your thoughts, especially if you're spiritually minded. All that crazy energy has disappeared. Now, it's much easier in, as I say, in a country like Austria to do that, but when I was living in the UK, it is not so easy because I don't know if it's changed now, but everything would be open Sunday and Monday, Easter Sunday and Easter Monday. And so there was no switching off, no opportunity to wind down. And I think this is very important. This is what we need. Everything is too fast at the moment for us, and we don't get to have enough time for ourselves, for family, for conversation. You know, when we were growing up, we would sit round the dinner table and we would talk. There wouldn't be a television on. I hear a lot of people, you know, will have the television on and that'll be in the background, or they do TV dinners where it's on their lap and they're sitting next to each other and the TV's on, and the TV is always the focus. Now, the danger of this is it depends what you're watching as well, because, you know, if you're watching the news, you begin to trust a certain newsreader, and you're inviting them into your house every day at a time when you're eating. Now, I don't know if many of you know about the power of words. It's something that I try to live by, although it's very difficult when you've been indoctrinated to not use the words correctly. But you know, you should never eat when you're angry, for example, because it does change the energy of the food. So and you should always, you know, when you drink a glass of water, say thank you for the nutrition that you give me, and so on and so forth. And we've seen this in experiments with plants where we put two plants side by side next to each other, and we've written on one of the plant pots, God, Jesus, I love you, you're beautiful, thank you, and so on and so forth. And on the other one we've put, I hate you, you disgust me, you make me sick, die, and all these things. And there's no prizes for guessing which one grows and blossoms, even though they're about 30 to 40 centimetres apart, and they get the same amount of sunlight and they get the same amount of water. So I think this is something that we can learn by. Words have changed over the years, and I believe this is the inversion, creating the wrong energy, the wrong vibration, which is one of the reasons why people struggle to manifest. For just as an example, the word awful, we all know what this means, but back in the day the original meaning was full of awe. It's the complete opposite. Gossip was the complete opposite. It comes from the French word, I think it's Gottlieb, which was somebody who was very important at a christening or a baptism at the time. One of the witnesses at Jeanne d'Arc's trial of nullification actually said that she was Jeanne's gossip, meaning that she was the godmother of some importance at Jeanne's christening. So I'll get to you all in a second. I just want to show you this actually, because I put this up on my Telegram group, and it says, what is imagination? It is not merely a figment of your mind or fantasy and make-believe. This is what the inversion wants you to believe. The true meaning of the word imagination is with image, born from within. Imagination creates your reality. So be careful what you imagine. You are a powerful soul. I guess it'd be more accurate to say pay attention to what you're thinking. This was a channeled message from Jean. So if we use the right energy, the right words, so on and so forth, we can actually begin to manifest a lot easier. So before I come to some questions, let's just put up this. Here we are, me and my dear friend Deborah, on the 24th of April. If you're in Vienna, we're doing a demonstration of mediumship at the Wild Horses Gallery. Just send me an email to reserve your spot, because seating is limited. And of course, our dear friend Dr. Linda Kramer, you can find her Facebook page, Dr. Linda Kramer Paranormal, a near-death experience survivor, and somebody else who does our evenings of clairvoyance. He comes all the way from Yorkshire to the Czech Republic and into Vienna to do some demonstrations for us. So that's what we have there. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So let's start with this one here, Dayanaria. I'd like to have an advice from my guides about a new job offer, but I'm not sure since it's not full time, and I'm still waiting for other company feedback. Thanks. Okay. Right. So the impression is, since you've been waiting for a bit of a while here, there's a bit of a balance you've got to make out, and I know you'll be able to make the balance. And the balance is this: in a worst case scenario, even if it's part-time and nothing else comes, it's better to take the part-time job, because in terms of energy and vibration, it's easier to find work when you're in work. Having said that, I sense that you're not going to have to make that decision. I think new job offers will come into place before the deadline of having to tell these people that you're going to accept the job. I sense with you there's a bit of a mixed bag, that you want to work. I know you're not a lazy person. I know you're a spiritual person, and so I know you want to do things, but you also want it to be the right thing. The good news is that there is no, in terms of manifestation and help from guides, etc., there is no, this is your last opportunity and we're not going to do any more. So if it really doesn't feel like it's for you, then you should absolutely hold off and tell them no. As I say, I think this is going to come into play where you don't have to tell them that, you know, yes, I want the job, and because the others haven't come through. And, you know, let's be honest about this. This is your life, and you've got to live it how you see living it. And so if you take the job, it's part-time, and then another job offer comes in after a week of you starting this part-time job, well, take the other job if it suits you, the full-time job. And I'll tell you why. And this was given to me also. If you work in a place, doesn't matter how long really, and heaven forbid you die, within a week they'll mourn you and tell you what a wonderful person you was and a good worker you were. After a month, people will still be talking about you, and they say, oh, wasn't he or she a great person? Really miss him. And 6 months down the line, you might get the odd occasion, but I can assure you, a year down the line, you'd been forgotten about, you'd have been replaced. So, don't worry about that. So this is why I say to you, if you feel that you really do want to work because of the money, then take it if the other positions haven't become available. And then you can always say, I'm off, sorry. You won't be popular, but we're not a dollar bill. We can't. And this is where I find I can start hearing spirit. Funnily enough, strangely enough, I can do this very easily on a bus or on a train. I think possibly it's because of this constant bumping up and down, this constant rattling. But that seems to be something that I can achieve, and maybe it's something you guys can achieve. If you want to fancy doing that, which is try and get in that in-between state. When you're falling asleep and you're half awake, half asleep, you might start hearing noises. Of course, people say it's imagination. Of course, now we know imagination isn't a fantasy or made up. The original meaning of the word means from within, image from within, born from within. So just getting back actually to the inversion, the inversion wants you to believe that it is imagination and made up, because it doesn't want you to become powerful. It knows that we are powerful people, and it has to, at some level, keep us out of our own power. And obviously, one of the ways to do this is through the use of the words, how they use words and they invert it. I'll give you an example here. And again, I've mentioned it before. If you're at home alone and it's 2 a.m. and you're watching yourself a horror movie, I guarantee you within 20 minutes or so, you won't feel like you are alone for very long. Why is this? Well, because the brain, the mind, knows no different between what's on the telly or a real event. And so your body goes into this fight or flight situation because it feels it's under attack, in this case from something in a horror movie. So if you do this once, okay, you might, that's it, done. But if you do this on a consistent basis, then you will start inviting some rather dark stuff into your home. Look, nothing terrible is going to happen, but you might find that there are no longer synchronicities because your vibration is lower now. You've lowered your vibration, that's all it is. And you've lowered your vibration to this more heavier, thicker energies. So things are not going to manifest. On the other hand, if you was to keep watching comedy or some kind of loving movie, then you start to once again to fall in line with the higher vibrations. And that's exactly how it works. So again, we get back to turn off the news, don't read the newspaper. Yes, keep your ear to the ground by all means. Of course, that's essential, that's necessary. But to have a daily dose of telling you how bad the world is and what's going to happen next. I mean, if you listen to the news, actually, they don't actually give you news. They give you suggestions, proposals. This may happen, that may happen, or it's believed that this have. So, it's a right lot of old nonsense. It keeps you in the fear. And again, if we keep out of the fear and we keep in the love energy, we are creating a better world. And because so many people are in that love energy and actively in that love energy, then the plans that the darkness or the inversion has for us cannot take place, and it is not able to take place. So let's have a look here. Hi, Mike. Hope you had a great sunny Easter too. Are there any messages from my spirit guides? Any powerful advice from Jeanne? I've been feeling so extremely tired recently, have no energy. Okay, Angie, first of all, yes, the energy thing, there's a little bit of energy that's been playing havoc, not only with tiredness, but also with people emotionally. It's just the shift that's going on. And okay, thank you. And what's happening with you, I've just been told, let me put that back up. Yeah, is you should be aware that you've had a lot of clearing out of old energy lately. Okay, and so what it's like is like drinking. If you drink a bottle of Coca-Cola, very, very quickly you get this spike, you get this energy, and then you come down. Well, now all this stuff is clearing out of you, and so your body's out of balance a little bit. It won't be long before your body will be in balance and you'll start having energy again. This is just a temporary thing. It will pass. I have to go back here because my yeah, so look, that's all going to pass. So let's connect with Jeanne and see what she has to say. So immediately as she steps in there, the first thing I want to say to you is to just sit and relax for 1 minute and open up your heart, because what you're going to feel now is Jeanne's presence. You're going to feel her probably going all the way down your spine or around the third eye, but she's coming close to you now because you've asked her. So let me know when you can feel her. She usually comes down the spine or across the third eye. And first of all, you're going to have a feeling of cold air coming around you, and then it's going to be warm. You might even feel a little whisper, a wisp of air in your ear. So she is stepping forward now to actually not to offer you comfort, but to offer you strength, because you have this strength within you. You have this warrior that's within you. And she's coming through here to give you this little bit of support. What is she saying now? Okay, right. The message that she brings is, if you throw stones, every dog that barks, you'll never reach your destination. So what she's actually saying is just ignore everything that doesn't serve you. You don't have to argue with people that don't understand your level of thinking. So she knows your level of thinking. She knows, that you're vibrating on a slightly higher level than a lot of the people in your life up to this point. And a lot of those people, and I think you know it, are going to start drifting away, and it concerns you and it burdens you. And she's saying, don't let it burden you. Just keep marching forward with what it is you want to do, and let those who need to fall behind, let them fall behind, because new people are going to step into your life that are on that vibration with you. But for heaven's sake, she says, stop arguing with people that just want to argue with you or don't understand your point of view. There's absolutely no point to it, and this is what is also draining you. You can't convince people, and there's no need to convince people. You only have to convince yourself. So that is what she's saying. There was something else here. Where are we? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so actually you should stop feeling, I'm told, you should stop feeling tired right now. You should have a boost of energy right now. And I want to give you the month of February as well. So just let me know if any of those things mean anything to it, but especially let me know when Jeanne, you can start to feel her presence. When I loved myself enough, I quit answering the telephone when I don't want to talk. Good idea. I just don't talk when I don't want to talk anymore. And that's it. Fortunately, in my house, I get up very early. I get up about 5:45, and it's all very quiet. and the only thing I can hear outside is the birds. I feed the cat, everything's quiet. I make my coffee, there's no radio on, no TV on, and it's just a lovely way to bring ourselves into the thank you. There's a reason for me saying that, and you should be doing that as well. Find some time first thing in the morning for yourself to be at peace, whatever that means to you. Please let me know when you can feel Jean's presence. Okay. I will see in the next interview because they wouldn't pay much. And I'm looking for a stable job. Yeah, I mean, this question of pay, always, I would put aside the pay at the moment. In the absolute dire situation of that is the only opportunity available to you, I would take it even if the pay is bad. And the only reason I say that is because I know in terms of energy, in terms of vibration, and from my own life experience, when you're in work, it's easier to find work. And really, please don't worry that if you take this job and you're only in it a week and you get a job offer and it's one you want, have the courage to say, sorry, I've made a mistake. I'm off. I'm going for this job. They won't like it, but they're not in your life. You see what I mean? And you're doing it with good heart. You're doing it with good conscience. It's not as if you're saying, well, screw you, blah, blah, blah. No, you've taken this job in good faith because nobody else has come through. Somebody else has come through and it is the job that you want. Then you're fully entitled to take it. But the thing is, don't worry about the money. It's this taking a part-time job will be able to help you get a full-time job. Because I said, energetic-wise, it's much easier to find work when you're in work. Anybody who's been out of work will tell you. Look, I know somebody who, speaking to him just last week, has written 200 application forms, filled in 200 application forms, and has had 2 interviews. That's soul destroying, isn't it? Anyway, just consider that. Just consider that possibility of taking this job. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. That's fine. Also, all Jean is saying is just be authentic. Just be true to yourself. And when you love yourself, you can love others. That's the easiest way of putting it. So, okay. Did you see my question? I think I answered your question. Let's go back. I spoke about, took the day to myself. It was great. I spoke about that and the synchronicity walk. And do my guides have any advice on how to handle a situation? Yep, I answered that one. All right, I'll go through that again, unless there was another one. Just give me 1 minute, and let's see what else we got here. Okay, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Jean. It's good to be reminded of the warrior spirit in me. Absolutely, that's why she passes by. And offers you that support, because having courage, push yourself, or he might push himself away from you, and that's the mind again worrying about something that may never happen. The most important thing, just be your authentic self. Have the courage to say what you want to say in a loving way, and hopefully that message will get across and it will be resolved. If it doesn't, don't worry too. Thank you. I sense at first it's going to be a bit of a journey to get this coming together again and have this understanding together. But I think it's more than likely going to happen. I think that what I was given is there's no choice. Well, there's always a choice, but I think you know what's being said. Uh, the no choice refers to that you want to resolve this, and at a subconscious level, Jason wants to resolve this. So it will happen, but you've just got to change your approach a little bit about it. So yeah, the next bit was took the date myself. I said it's exactly that. Brilliant idea. Absolutely first class idea. We need to take more time for ourselves. And I said, just get up, do exactly what you want to do. If you want to break your routine, break your routine. And then if you want to do nothing, do nothing. If you want to go out and jump on a bus and don't even know where you're going and get off where it suits you. You might want to go shopping. Don't look at the time. Don't look at the clock. And just switch off from this thinking all the time, and just allowing the heart to guide you and lead you and let you know where you want to go. I suggested also a synchronicity walk, and if you go to YouTube and type in synchronicity walk, and just look what the guy does on the synchronicity walk. It's absolutely amazing. It's fantastic. And you might find that's something for you, because it helps you switch off from making decisions. Decisions are made for you via synchronicity. And it's not through lack of self-responsibility. It's a protocol. It's a model. And it'd be nice to do one here in Vienna, but there's no one here doing it, and I'm not really an expert in guiding someone in a synchronicity walk. So that was it. Okay, so yeah, so sorry I was buffing. Okay, and no problem. Trying to leave him. Yeah, I was trying to avoid being public, but there's two ways to do this, and this is the courage thing. You've either got to listen to your heart and just leave, and the consequence is the consequence. But if you're doing it from the heart don't care. But to be honest, I don't think it's going to happen well just yet. Anyway, I think there's still more to go with this. There's still more to roll on this, and my heart feels for you because it's a tricky situation. So I tell you exactly what Jeanne would do, and she would just cut it and go, boom, that's it, I'm done. Now, obviously, Jeanne didn't have a family or anything like this. Well, she did have a family, but she didn't have children. She didn't have a mortgage. She didn't have rent to pay. In fact, she was taken to court twice by somebody who said that she promised to marry him, and she defended herself, and the judge awarded in her favour twice. The point I'm saying is that if you really do want to do that, there will be a consequence. But if you feel at the end of the day it's going to give you peace and start bringing joy back into your mind, into your life, then it's something I think that you can't just fade away and just, slowly fall apart. I think you've got to cut the tie. One way of doing that is to give yourself a cut-off time. Let's say we're April, give yourself, let's say, to the second week of May. And what this does, it prepares you emotionally. Again, unfortunately, how Jason takes that is his responsibility, not yours. But as I said, there's just something that I am feeling, and there's something that they're trying to get through to me that says that this isn't over yet, and there's part of you that wants to make it work. So you have to reconcile that, and either say yay or nay. always in these situations, if in doubt, do naught. If in doubt, don't do anything. Sit back, stop thinking about it for the moment, and just rest and relax from the situation. And thank you. The decision will come to you. In fact, thank you. The decision will be made on your behalf if it's too difficult, too troublesome for you to make the decision permanently for yourself. So yeah, a circumstance will happen that the decision will be made. I still feel there's like 3 or 4 months to run with this before anything else is going to happen. That could change. But I would also say to you, take yourself off somewhere nice for the weekend if you can, and just have some more time to make yourself feel good. Thank you. Make yourself feel beautiful again is what they give to me to give to you. If I have your permission, I'll send you some healing, and I'll be happy to do that this evening, and I'll put you in our healing book. Just let me know if you'd like me to send you some healing. But this is going to work out exactly how you want it. There's a Jonathan that's just stepped in as well. I'm not sure who that's from. Okay, I own the home, or I move out. Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit of an issue, isn't it? If he won't move out, then well, look, it's not for me to say, but there are some things you can do. I would speak to somebody about that, somebody that's legally knows what you can do about this. Yeah, tough situation, my dear. I'm very sorry to hear that. But your guides have got your back. They're with you. I can send him some healing as much as will be allowed without permission, in the hope that he will be able to see that things need to change, or it's better for him also that if he was to move out. It's a real bit of a pickle here, but it will get resolved. So I'm so sorry to hear that. Just let me know if you'd like me to give you some healing. Okay. I would love to join a synchronicity walk in Vienna. Sounds magical. Yeah, it really is a good idea. I mean, in the simplest form of a synchronicity, it's not a synchronicity walk, but the simplest form of it is, you have a dice, right? It'd have yes, no, left, right, straight ahead, backward. You roll the dice. Shall I have tea or coffee? Yes for tea, no for coffee, and you roll it. Oh, it's no. Okay, so I'll have tea. Okay, what shall I have for breakfast? Toast with jam or toast with eggs? You roll the dice, and it makes the decision for you. And just see how you go about the day doing that. It really is quite a fascinating thing. Whereas you're no longer having to think about anything. It's almost like having a guide physically there with you. So I mean, I've done like me days where I've just done that. I've got up in the morning and decided to do whatever I wanted to do, go wherever I wanted to do, and come home whenever I wanted to come home. Usually that was when my wife was working away. Otherwise, obviously, I wouldn't do it. But you don't have to have an organised synchronicity walk. Just do things on the spur of the moment. You know, you're walking down the road and you see a cinema, I might go and watch that film, it's on in 10 minutes. It can be unnerving because we like to plan. And now you're no longer planning, you're living 100% in the moment. It's fascinating. Absolutely, thanks. Okay, we'll do that for you. Right, oops, getting them all mixed up here. And this one is okay. Yeah. So Jen, actually, as soon as I started putting your text up there, I felt a lot lighter. I felt a burst of energy. So maybe this burst of energy is coming to you. Hopefully, and here's the thing, I really dislike this word, hope. And John gave me a channeled message about that, only a paragraph. We shouldn't say I hope. This is the power of words. Hope is an empty emotion. It takes you out of your own power. We should say I trust. So I would say to you, I trust this is going to work out for you, Jem. That is the driving force. That's the power of the word. But when I say I hope this works out, it's very weak, isn't it? It's very somebody help me, please. Which we do need help, but it is an empty emotion that doesn't do anything. It keeps us blocked. But I trust this is going to work out is a driving force. And so that's what I say to you, Jen. I trust and I know that this is going to work for you and for Jason. And both of you will get your lives back on track in the near future. I want to give you the number 2 as well. Take whatever that means to you, number 2. It just come up, number 2. So that will be that. So, okay, unless there's anything else here, I think we're just about done today. I'm going to send healing to Jen, and my healing group. We'll do that as well for you, and let's see how you get on tonight. I'll tell you how it usually happens with me. I would probably do it in about an hour's time. And I always ask my guides that you receive it when you go to bed. And you feel it just as you get in bed. Now, they don't necessarily listen to me. They'll give it to you when they want to give it to you, and it might be in the moment. So, but either way, you're gonna feel it, Jen. And if you get the opportunity, just drop me a text somewhere and let me know that you received it. It's not important if you didn't. It's just nice to have a little bit of feedback. So Angie from Vienna, great, thanks for the inspiration. Yeah, I don't know, have you felt in this last 5 or 10 minutes the energy has lifted, it's raised itself up? And because that's what I want to do here. I want people to go home feeling inspired, feeling that they're not alone, feeling that they're protected, feeling that they have got their own power, they're in their self-responsibility, they can take action, they can achieve. It's great when you're able to connect with spirit, because, you know, sometimes there's many ways of connecting with spirit. And sometimes spirit, you're just so aware that you are connected with spirit that you don't even know you're aware anymore. So, for example, I often walk down the street and I might just cross the road for no reason at all and walk on the other side of the street. Now, it's not that there's a tree's going to fall down or anything, but it's trusting that awareness around you that says, cross the road, Mike. You'll never know why you did that, but you cross the road and it feels nicer. And maybe that's all there is to it, that this awareness, spirit wants you to be in a nicer vibration. That can be simply all it is. Yeah, super. 100% trust in yourself. I'm going to give you, I'm inspired to do this, Jen. I'm going to give you one more, and I'm inspired for Angie also. I'm going to give you one more. When I love myself enough. Let's see. So, Jen, when I love myself enough, I began to see that my ego is part of my soul. Beautiful. With this shift in perception, it's lost. It lost its. Ooh, blimey! I can't see that word. Never even heard of it. Right. I began to see that my ego is part of my soul. With this shift in perception, it lost its stridency and paranoia and could do the job. Well, I don't really understand that one, but I'm going to find another one for you. When I love myself enough, I could allow my heart to burst wide open and take in the pain of the world. Well, I don't think you have to take any more pain in the world, Jen, but I get the point of what it's saying. Just open your heart. Just open your heart and don't worry about how you've been hurt in the past. Just focus on how much love can come into you. And for Ange, when I loved myself enough, I began feeling such relief. Here, here. So, everyone, thanks for popping by. I'll be back next week, same time. I'm going to try and do a few more of these during the week. We'll see. It's all a question of time. So yes, definitely. I love watching and talking to you always. So uplifting. Thank you very, very much indeed. It's a pleasure to be here. And I've got a good source of inspiration behind me, as in Jeanne. I've been in 2023, we did a documentary about Jeanne. I Am Jeanne, it's called. It's the true story of Jeanne d'Arc, and the hook line is a story far more romantic, far more intriguing than history documents. Well, I'm re-editing this, putting some new material in, and I think we're looking on our anniversary, the 30th of May, to show it. So if you're in Vienna and you want to see the documentary, we'll be showing it on the 30th, but I'll keep you posted on all of that. So anyway, in the meantime, this is me, Mike Cavalli, and my dear sister and your sister, Jeanne, signing off, and we'll be back real soon. Have a great evening, sleep well, be peaceful, and bye-bye for now.